the generosity of this road. We're happy to help and help you. You're doing great. I've heard a lot about you from Mike. You're a swimmer. Just doing great things, making unbelievable progress. So we're just happy to be here with these folks. I mean, they're my friends, they're my employers, and it's nice to meet you all. What a good looking family. Holy smokes. Yeah, now see there's
from the mom.
Well, yeah. I was going to say,
I know my place. No, the other thing, Steve has served in the military for us.
Oh my.
Maybe you can tell a little bit of background, because I think that's important, because the whole family is incredible.
Yeah, I retired just several years ago, 21 years with the Air Force, and I consider this a very resilient family in terms of just kind of moving all over and me being gone for 10 months to Afghanistan, but I think that, the injury coming up nearly a year ago exactly has been the biggest challenge for our family, and I'll let Carson speak for himself, but, I was telling Mike that I've got two individuals that I love very dearly on opposite ends of the spectrum. I was hoping that my dad, who probably should be here shortly, he's 94 this January, and a World War II vet, and he's just stopped driving amongst his protests, due to age and so forth, and seeing the impact that transportation has, on a person who values his autonomy and independence very much, and then, watching perhaps equally important somebody gain transportation, and I can't tell you how much mobility is in a person's life. The independence. I told Carson, I said, this is perhaps the single most important thing that he'll have in the last year in terms of whether it's therapy or anything else, just the ability to be able to be independent and come and go and as he wants, rather than feeling like he's confined in two levels of the house. So that being said, I'm very appreciative as a dad to everybody that's been involved with this process. Mike for jump-starting this in earnest. I didn't even know about the program, and Mike just kind of called me and said, "Hey, Steve," and if I remember the exact terminology, he said, "Would you or Carson be offended if we pressed ahead with this?" And of course, I was saying, "Yeah, Mike, twist my arm really hard, But we are so appreciative. I'm appreciative as a dad in this whole process. And Craig, thank you very much for coming out.
I'm grateful to be here. Truly grateful to be here.
Carson, didn't mean to steal your thunder. If I did, I'm sorry.
Very good. I'm now in the official time with me saying all what I have to say.
We're playing. This is all easy.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go ahead and
Yeah. Well,
say what you want to say?
there's a lot going through my head, and I was thinking last night about all the things I could say or wanted to say, and of course, when something like this happens, or something like, a Paris swim meet happened when I went and had my first Paralympic swim meet, they're exciting milestones, and then they're also reminders of what I've lost, because that milestone is necessary, because I've had, to kind of rewind in life and start from square one again. But the morning you and I talked the other day just about this whole event and about getting, the conversion happening in the future at some point, I didn't tell you on the phone, obviously, but I was really emotional, and maybe you caught that. But just because for someone like me, it's easy to feel like you've lost everything, and of course I have family and friends and things that really matter, but in terms of my life, within the last year, I haven't done anything to truly move forward in school or in academics or in, a vocation or things like that. And I can't describe the feeling of regaining something again and saying, okay, this is going to allow me to really get my life back again. I really value my independence, and I value the ability to make my own decisions and go where I need to go. And and to start making changes in my life and in the world around me. And it might seem like a vehicle is a luxury or just something that is just something nice to have, but it's so much more than that. It's a representation of like my legs again, of my ability to go and say, I'm going to take these classes and I'm going to move forward in the way I want to again. And I don't even have to ask for a ride. I told my parents I feel like I've been 15 again, that 6-month time right before you get your license and you have to ask for rides everywhere. It's like, hey, I want to hang out, can someone take me? Or hey, I want to, so it's going to be really nice to be able to jump in my own vehicle. But it's beyond my ability to describe my gratitude and the gratitude my family has as well for the generosity of others to those who are in special circumstances of need. So I am grateful from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you both so much and for everything you represent.
But we have a deal, right? We talked about the deal. So, and I'll talk the car business side. So when people buy vehicles, most of them go out here with a contract, right? A lien. So our contract with you is to continue what you're doing.
Okay, I can do that.
Right? So we're putting our lien on you to continue what you're doing and pushing yourself to keep going and be the swimmer and everything that you can be. So that's the deal.
Okay. I'll make you proud.
You're awesome, I have to tell you. Where do you get your inner strength? I mean, that's just pretty amazing.
Wow, thank you. I think I get a lot from my family and the ideals that we hold strongly of resilience and of hard work and things like that. I don't know. I just don't want to give up. I'm really motivated by the desire to be happy, fully happy again, content with life, and it's been a full year almost. In 2 weeks, it'll be a full year, and I'm really motivated by wanting to feel content with life again. So I figure, I'm a direct beneficiary of all of my hard work.
And you've had great progress. Mike's been kind of giving me a little bit of input about your swimming and what you've done. Rehabilitation. Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, in terms of functionality with what I do have, I think I've kind of maxed out how functional you can be as a C8, a spinal cord injury. I am, of course, never satisfied with what's going on with my spinal cord and my body. I'd love to be walking and running again, but I'm still working on it.
It's just a matter of time. I have a tape series that, and some of these folks have been to some of my. There's a tape series I'm going to send you. When I say tape, okay, so I'm dating myself. Okay, there's a few of us who understand that. Do you know what a record is even?
I do.
Okay, you know what a record is, Paul? Okay, so I know what a record is. It kind of goes like this. Here's the challenge. Do you know what a 78 record is as opposed to a 45? Okay, we get that.
How about a 33?
Oh yeah, 33. Okay, so there's a tape series of a guy who. It's a CD series. I'll get your address and send it to you. If 1% of what he says is true, it's a fabulous CD series. So it's called The Biology of Belief by a guy by the name of Dr. Bruce Lipton. He's such a far-out thinker. It's just really cool. You fit that category. So we'll send that to you. Congratulations to Mike, Louise.
I think we ought to get Carson.
Oh, I agree.
Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go see it. I think it's wonderful.
It's got flames on that cigarette.
You know how difficult this is for us to give you the van. And it's not because it's the van, it's because it starts with a T. It's a competitor van, but it's a good van. It's a great van. We actually own one, but I won't say. But that's, as Carson and I talked, the Toyota van is the one that will work for him for the conversion. So This is it. It's a 2012. It's a nice van. This should work real well for you. Somebody said we don't know flames on it, Diane.
You've got an accessory guy here, you can talk to.
That is wonderful. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Carson.
So a little. So the other part of this equation is, and we'll talk about this, is that we are going to facilitate the conversion. And I've got some specifics, so we're going to get you in this van, and the timing, if it's okay with you guys, again, I want to make sure, is sometime in March to have it done. It takes that long, so we'll talk about that. So the other piece of the puzzle is we're going to get it set up for you, as we talked about, and have it ready for you that way. Good enough? I want to thank Greg again and the Good Wheels Foundation for helping facilitate this as well. So, and all our employees are here because this is part of our store as well. And, we want to make sure that we're doing our part helping out. And it's because of our employees that we're able to do this. It really is because of their hard work, and our success is because of everybody here. Again, thanks everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Come take a look.
Right behind your brother.
My little daughter.